I have a Sanyo KS0911 two-piece air conditioner that is leaking water. My guess is that there is a pan under the condenser which collects water and is piped into waste. The problem is that I cannot get the cover off the unit in the room. This question was asked earlier and the answer provided a link to a document which is no longer available. I need to know how to remove the cover and not in a link to a non-existent document, i.e., a simple explanation will do.
All work to be done by licensed professional. We keep going until you have the information you need. I come and go. This is step 1. Hello, welcome to Just Answer again. Virtually all of these front covers come off in the same way. There are 4 or 5 screws that have to be removed first. 2 reachable with a long screwdriver through the air discharge louver section. 1 on each end of the supply air slot. Sometimes 1 in the middle also. 2 screws in the bottom, and 1 screw hidden near the push button controls. Once you get all the screws out, the front stays stuck in place. On plastic cleats at the side of the front plastic piece. You have to gently spread the sides to clear those cleats, then pull the bottom of the cover away from the unit about 1 inch. Then lift the cover up to release the 3 plastic cleats holding the unit at the top. Then you will notice that there is some wire and plastic linkage holding the air sweep in place. You may or may not have to disconnect that to get the front completely free. Let me know if you need any further elaboration, we can go from there.
I was able to free most of it by manipulating the cover. There were no screws, at least none visible. All of the cover is free except for the section on the lower right where the switch is. I am assuming that the switch has a long handle and that it stays behind. I don't believe there is an air sweep, although I know what that is and there probably should be one. However, the airflow is directed by a deflector and doesn't appear to vary side to side. I will look for some screws. I have numerous tools, including long screwdrivers. Of course, that begs the question of how you get it back on.
Hello again, you are on the right track. I am surprised you found no screws. If there are any screws and they are in place, you would not be able to pry the cover more than a 1/4 of an inch from the unit. The knobs on the control switches just pull off of the shaft in most cases. Tell me how far away from the unit you have managed to get the front cover, aside from the corner that's hanging up on the knob. We can go from there.
Phil, you were right. At least partially. There apparently are supposed to be 2 screws, but one of them was missing, never installed. There are no knobs, just a switch. This thing uses a remote control where the desired temperature is set. It has several speeds depending on the differential temperature. There is a plastic tray under the condenser. It is filled with water. There has to be a pipe which drains it to waste, isn't there? Unless it just somehow recycles it to be in the cooled air. Anyway, the tray is affixed with screws. I removed them, but the tray is filled and I don't want to spill it over everything, so I have to figure a way to empty it and then I can go from there. It's getting late. There is a hose attached to the plastic tray. It isn't very hot here in northern NH, so I will try to work on this in the morning. I have to leave for the state capital in the afternoon, but I'll just leave this open if I don't get it fixed. My plan is to use compressed air to blow out the hose.
Hello again, There is a drain hose that attaches to the tray to drain the condensate away. No need to remove the tray, just clean it out and then spot the drain connection and clean that out and poke a soft flexible straw or something down it to clear any clog. Then pour a cup PF warm water with a little Clorox in it into the drain pan. Some of those have a tiny pump fit into the pan or just below it, and a float in the pan that turns the pump on when the pan fills with water and pumps the water out. Look that over, we can go from there.
Phil, I tried to clean out the clog, but I am pretty certain that there is no clog, rather the hose might be kinked somewhere preventing emptying. If that is the case, if the kink is where the hose goes through the wall, I might be able to fix it. However, if it is down below, air conditioner is on second floor, I'm screwed. Any suggestions? I am a legislator and have to leave soon for the state capital several hours away. I will be back Friday. I will have a quick look at it now, but otherwise this will have to wait until Friday. Thanks for the help.
Hello again. A kink by itself will not prevent draining as a rule, it will allow a clog of slime mold to create a clog though. Very often blowing through the drain with water or air pressure will dislodge the clog, and that might last a few years until you have to repeat the process. Clog is not usually in a lower section, but near the drain pan in that short horizontal section. Stay in touch as necessary, we can go from there. Phil 41136.68024181171.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit JustAnswer.com/YTHI.